Back to work on the 67 today, and pretty much I'm going to start tackling the Reese hitch and getting it kind of switched over. After looking at it, I don't think I will have to swap bumper brackets around. I don't think, but we'll just kind of go with the flow, and if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. So pretty much the first thing I'm gonna do is start by cleaning the shop, because it is currently disgusting, and sometimes it just gets to the point where it bothers me, you know? And this is one of those times, so I'm just gonna have to clean it, and we'll work on cleaning it right. All right, not the cleanest in the world, but it'll do. So let's go ahead and start cracking in this Reese hitch and see what we can get done. I kind of went around it because I was thinking maybe if I sliced it here and then bent it and sliced it here and then bent it back the other way, I could neck it in almost 2 inches on each side. And then I just decided, why would I do that when, you know, if I at least have these brackets kind of bolted on the frame, get them mirrored up, I know where that bar goes, and then it'll actually help me because I'll be able to notch the bumper out perfectly for it to go up inside the bumper and weld out to the bottom of the bumper where all the material's still good. So it gives me a triangulation point to tie into the original bumper, which is already strong because all the main frame stuff is this here, and this is just a thin layer that they threw on top for the cover basically. So I just got to get this guy narrowed up. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is get these guys cleaned up, get all the pads cleaned up, get the whole brackets kind of wire wheeled and cleaned up real nice. I want this to be a nice strong weld. So in order to do that, you got to start with some nice clean material. So I'm gonna clean that up, go ahead and get them bolted on the bottom of the frame. You can tell I got to beat that one around a little bit, cut the old bracket off for the spare tire holder. And once I get it all cleaned up, get these brackets bolted on, then I can measure for getting this cut down. And I'll measure, of course, from center and measure out and cut equally, and I'll use a square on this original stock here, and that'll give me a nice perfect line so I can weld it in, not filling any gaps, making sure it's nice and strong. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these brackets cleaned up and we'll get started. Alright, so here's what I came up with so far. I pulled these two bolts out of the original bumper, and I cut one ear off of this bracket, this back ear here. I'll actually re-drill a hole up here so I can get another mount, and I'll probably do another mount back here and take out one of them bolts and see if I can just put it through a original hole through the helper spring mount. Now I know I need to replace all the helper spring bolts anyways, I'll be doing that, but this is trying to get it mocked up. So basically, fits like a glove, goes up around like it should. Now I can drill that bolt there to the left of my thumb, and the second bolt to the left of my thumb, those two bolts through the original, and add one up top there. Now that should be super strong, tying back into the original, and add an extra one. So I don't think I'll have any problems with the strength of this guy. Even if I don't add that back bolt, I still don't think I'll have any problems out of it. So, and I understand that's gonna hem me up on the inside a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do a bunch of trimming down there in order to get that to go in there. And when I do the trimming, I'll make sure to tie it in. kind of update you about where I'm at. So this is a factory bumper. The bracket that goes down, so I know I'll have to modify them brackets also to do the same thing, which is no big deal. But basically what I got going on is, I think I have a pretty good idea of where everything needs to be to weld up. So I kind of just want to get the bumper back in place. I can kind of see where it was originally, which helps me out a bunch from the rust and everything else like that. But I want to get it slid back in between there, get bolts started back in it, so I can tighten everything down real good, get the gap that I want. And then once I have all that, then I got marks for the bumper, so I'll be able to notch it just like this, so I know it'll go around. And then I can put this grease hitch in, get it tacked into these brackets out here, and then we can keep on moving along. So once I get all this stuff kind of figured out and bumper pulled back off, then I know that it'll fit, so I don't have to worry about welding to it or anything yet. So I just need to get back to work here. So now that I got the bumper fitted back into the factory location, I can get all this marked in here, get it ready to cut out on both brackets. So that is the old bumper bracket that I have to mark to cut. You can see there, got a nice outline. I've already tested the tube to make sure it goes inside the squares that I've pre-cut, and it does. So now let's just trace it out, pull the bumper back off one more time, and yeah, once I pull it off, after I get it all marked, put it back in, and once it's back in, then I can measure for the grease hitch to get it chopped down. So we're getting pretty close here. Now, where I left off last night was kind of got it in place where I think it needs to be, and I'm ready to kind of tack it to the outside brackets. It's all the way in the grooves on both sides, has a nice weld. It's right where I wanted it to be. So I know it's got good contact for me to weld, so we're gonna go ahead and at least tack it to the outside brackets. Once I get it tacked to the outside brackets, I want to pull the bumper off and pull the hitch off actually, and go ahead and weld up the hitch real good, put it back on, reinstall it, and then once it's reinstalled, I can work on getting these brackets cleaned up while it's off and get it welded to those brackets. So it's going to be welded twice. I want it to be real strong, if you can't tell. Do not cut, weld, or modify this hitch. That's weird. I don't know who would cut and modify a hitch. Weird. Just like that, got her welded back up, got her welded on, and it turned out pretty good. Not ashamed of it. Looks like some big old gorilla welds, big, ugly, and strong. But now I just got to get this guy back into place, get it set back in these pockets, and start getting it welded up. And pretty much, I don't think it'll be too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and grind this up, get it ready to be welded. I'm not sure if I can get on this inside or not. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll put a nice decent weld on the outside, and we'll go from there. So, rolling right along. Here's the finished product all welded in. So it is welded to the 1/4" brackets on the outside, and it's also welded to the original bumper brackets on the inside. And I think it's going to be plenty strong for what I want to do and what I want to haul with it. I'm a little sad that I didn't get it lower, because then I wouldn't have had to mess with the bumper so much and cut up so high. But it'll all work out in the end. But thanks for watching this week's episode of Andrew's Garage. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode.